Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Darkhorse SC and the price. And at the time I recorded this video, everything was speculation. However, since I recorded this video, everything has been confirmed by Ford. So let me know what you guys think in the comments after the video. Let's go. Guys, let's start out with what I think about the Darkhorse SC so far. Now, I have not seen one in person, so all I can go off of is the video I've seen. And so far, I like the car. My only complaint is that I'm not a big fan of the name. I think Ford dropped the ball here. They did not get creative, in my opinion. I'm not a marketing guy, so what do I know? But in my opinion, they did not get creative. They did not bring something to the table. They talk about they're looking to move forward, but if you're looking to move forward, why would you take the Darkhorse name that you've already put on another car, drop the GT 500, engine, transmission, everything inside of it, and then just call it a Darkhorse SC? Guys, I don't like it. I don't like it. You know, if you wanted to come out with new names, I understand. It is what it is. But I would have saved the name Darkhorse for this car. I would have not have named the Darkhorse a Darkhorse. I would have come up with a different name for it and then brought out the name Darkhorse for the Darkhorse SC if that's what you wanted to do. In my opinion, you should have brought back the Cobra. I know everybody says well, you're living in the past. That's fine. But we have to remember, guys, the Mustang is all about heritage in the end. I mean, come on, guys. It is what it is. All right, guys, so let's talk about the price of the Darkhorse SC. Now, nothing official has been released yet, but supposed price has been leaked from some credible sources. So we're going to talk about that, and then if they change it, we'll discuss all that and the options, maybe in a future video, maybe not, who knows, let's see. But anyway, guys, let's talk about the price of the Darkhorse SC as of what we know right now. So supposedly the base price is going to be $103,000 and some change. That's not including the gas guzzler tax, and that's not including the destination delivery fee. So you're looking right there, another $5 grand on top of the $103,000. So you're looking at roughly $109,000 for that car. Now, if you look at the window sticker right here for this car, when it first came out, it was a base price of $70,000. Now it has some add-ons we'll show right here. And with those add-ons, with the gas guzzler tax, was $9,100 extra. And then you put the destination delivery fee on top of that, and the price came out to $80,500. It started at $70,000. So if you look at the base price of where it started and where it ended up, guys, you know, we're $10,000 for that. So you're looking at a relatively base car with a couple of options. You're looking at possibly $112,000, $113,000. And guys, in my opinion, the Darkhorse SC versus the GT 500 new, there's not that big of a gap. I mean, we're looking at $30,000 gap. $30,000 gap, guys. I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. It is what it is. Wouldn't be the first time, but I don't see a GT 500 and a Darkhorse SC, and I don't see $30,000 more dollars. And I know it's new, and I get that, but I don't see $30,000 over what this car was brand new. I don't see it. You're talking $80,000 to $110,000 to $113,000, depending. Like I said, we're all speculating here. We do not know, but I am glad that I picked up this GT 500, because had I not picked up this GT 500 and would have waited, I would have been sick at my stomach to know that I lost out on this car, the car I wanted. It was priced, to me, was priced really good, and if I would have passed on this, I'd have been really upset. Let's not even talk about the track set up for that car, $139,000. So you're going over $30,000 above the base. And in the beginning, that was what, 20 grand over? Back in the day, like roughly 20 grand over. So I mean, you know, like everything, I know everything's going up over the course of years. I get that, but guys, at the end of the day, you know, you have to step back and rationalize when you go to buy a car. I love Mustang, I do, but if I'm giving $110,000+ for a car, 139 or whatever the special edition is for 170, if I'm giving that much money, there's a lot more cars that I'm starting to look at for my money. And it's a hard sell on that price when all you did was come out and name it a Darkhorse SC instead of giving it its own name or bringing back a heritage name like the Cobra. You know, like, in my opinion, Ford dropped the ball all around on this. And then, now, don't get me wrong, there's gonna be people to buy it. You know, some people out there are gonna buy it, and that's okay. And you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be bought. It's the newest thing from Ford. It's gonna be bought. People are gonna buy it. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of money that really don't care, and that's great. And let's not even talk about the other issue. Nobody's willing to let it go for MSRP at this point. Maybe there's somebody out there that will, but you know, like I said, guys, you're gonna be spending $100,000 plus, and then dealer markup. And to me, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing it. Ford, you need to get your stuff together. One, I think you need to rein your dealerships in. You need to rein them in. You need to make them sell cars at MSRP. You know, it is what it is. I guess, you know, I guess the dealership's argument is if we sell it at MSRP, somebody's going to buy it, and then they're going to resell it and make money. We might as well make money. And all you guys out there that are just buying cars to flip them, there you go. You're behind their rationalization of dealer markups. So it is what it is, guys. I can rant all day long about that, but really, at the end of the day, I don't care, because I picked up this 20 GT500. I'm absolutely happy with it, and I do not regret my decision one bit, and especially with the new pricing, I definitely do not regret my decisions. That's just my thoughts on everything. I just kind of wanted to cover why I picked up the GT500 over the waiting for the Darkhorse SC. I'm glad I made the decision when I did, because there are some talks that maybe the GT500 will come up in value because of this. I'm not sure. And you know, somebody commented in my last video, I hope you're not one of those thinking that the GT500 price was going to rise because of the new Darkhorse SC price. And to be honest with you guys, I bought this car at the end of January. I had no clue what the price of the Darkhorse SC was going to be. And to be honest with you, I didn't buy the car for that reason. I bought this car because I wanted this car. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you have not, and we will see you in the next one.